London, Reuters, world shares inched higher on Tuesday, eking out limited gains as investors kept a wary eye on a U.S. inflation reading later in the day that could offer clues on the pace of Federal Reserve interest rate hikes this year. The MSCI All-Country World Index of Stocks, which tracks shares in 47 countries, was up less than 0.1%. MIWD 0.0000 plus. The index has recovered about half its losses during a violent shakeout in stocks in February. The sell-off came on the back of strong U.S. wage numbers, which investors feared might feed into inflation and push the U.S. central bank towards a faster pace of monetary tightening. Graphic, attempting recovery, root.r/2glbg. U.S. Consumer Price Index, CPI, data is due at 12:30 GMT. A Euro trademark SCPI inflation data is likely to add further color to the U.S. inflation picture, however it probably won't a Euro trademark T add any further clarity to the overall inflation outlook puzzle, given that the Fed doesn't a Euro trademark T use CPI as its inflation benchmark a Euro, said Michael Hewson, Chief Markets Analyst at CMC Markets in London. A Euro Enonetless is still a useful gauge in establishing when and how the price pressures we Euro trademark VE been seeing build up in US supply chains start to filter down into the wider economy a Euro. While the Consumer Price Index is a popular barometer of economic health, it is not the primary gauge the Fed uses to determine whether it is meeting its mandate of price stability. Instead, the Fed uses the Personal Consumption Expenditure, PCE, index. European shares opened positive, with the Pan-European Stoxx 600 gaining 0.1%. Italian and Spanish stocks rose 0.3 to 0.4%, while Britain's FTSE was a laggard, down 0.1%. Earlier in Asia, MSCI Euro Trademark's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan. MIUP J0000 plus was up 0.2% after spending much of the day swerving in and out of negative territory. The index surged 1.5% on Monday following firm U.S. jobs numbers on Friday, while low wage growth eased concerns about inflation and faster central bank rate hikes. But a mixed performance by U.S. shares overnight tempered the rally. The S&P 500. SPX and the Dow.DJI slipped on Monday as the U.S. tariffs signed into law last week weighed on industrials, while a rise in tech stocks boosted the Nasdaq.IXIC to a new record high. Politics pressures yen, boosts Slovak bond yields. In currencies, the Japanese yen fell over 0.5% to a two-week low against the dollar, pressured by a political scandal engulfing Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe Euro trademark's government. It also lost ground to the euro. The yen tends to suffer in an environment when riskier and higher-yielding assets are bid, but Morgan Stanley strategists said in a note that a further deterioration in the political situation that affected the position of Abe could see the yen-euro forcefully return towards its previous upward trend a euro. The dollar index.DXY, which measures the greenback against a basket of currencies, was up 0.2%. A euro broader story remains that of U.S. monetary policy normalization in the backdrop of an improving economy, and a further decline in currency market volatility would only fuel more risk-taking appetite a euro, said Commerzbank Euro trademark SFX strategist Thursday Lan Nguyen. Slovakia Euro trademark's 10-year bond yield rose as much as 5 basis points, and the cost of insuring exposure to its debt hit the highest in almost 3 months as the country Euro trademark's government inched towards collapse. Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico Euro trademark's government moved closer to collapse on Monday after his junior coalition partner called for early elections amid a political crisis sparked by the killing of a journalist. The benchmark 10-year U.S. Treasury note yield US 10 YT equals RR stood little changed at 2.879%. In commodities, crude oil prices staged a recovery after sliding on concerns over rising U.S. output. U.S. crude futures CLC1 were up 0.2% to $61.51 per barrel. Brent LCOC1 also rose 0.2% to $65.08 per barrel. Spot gold fell 0.2% to $1,318 per ounce. XAU equals